Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Indu George, Assistant Professor from Albertian Institute of Management. Today, we are here to discuss a very important topic in business, which is communication skills. When you speak about communication skills, we can say that communication is the transfer of information from one person to another. This is one way of transferring any sort of information, be it facts, be it figures, be it any sort of other information which you want to pass from one person to another. We need communication. We can say that it is one of the most important skills as far as interpersonal skills are concerned. When you speak about communication, we can say that each of us are unique in communication, which means that our way of presenting, our style of presentation, the way we communicate differs from person to person. So we can say that each of us have a unique style in communication. Communication happens with or without our knowledge. So this is indeed very interesting. We can communicate with knowledge. That means there are things we say where we want to say it. There are also things we communicate sometimes without our own knowledge, maybe through our non-verbal communication. So we can use communication with our knowledge, and sometimes certain things get said without our knowledge also. And another is everything communicates. So it is not limited to human beings. Everything in the earth, all the living beings on earth communicate in one way or the other. From the time a baby is in the womb of the mother, it starts its communication process, which goes on increasing and increasing as the baby grows up to become an adult. And when he starts being in any business or in any job, this is one of the most important skills that is required. Now, if you have been having these skills for so many years, why do you need to learn communication skills? So we can say that the ability to effectively communicate with others is one of the most powerful tools in our personal and professional life. The word which is most important is effective. We are all able to communicate because we have been doing it for so many years. But to communicate effectively, that means whatever message me as a sender tries to give to the receiver, the person who is going to receive it, both of us should be able to understand the message in the same sense. Sometimes, when both of us are not on the same page, the communication will be happening, but it will not be effective. So, what we need to learn are effective communication skills. Most people are challenged by the many day to day interactions with co workers, family, and friends. Emotion, communication, and conflict are present in all human interaction and affects each of us in different ways. So this is actually the problem, because this is one way in which, whether there is a conflict, whether there is any emotion to be conveyed, all that is normally done either through verbal communication or through non-verbal communication. But we need to be able to control our communication processes also. So that is why we can say that we are challenged by the many day-to-day interactions with our co-workers. Sometimes we may get angry. We may not be able to show our anger. Sometimes we may be a lot more stressed, but we may have to perform. So in all these situations, how you are going to control your communication, it becomes very, very important. So we can say that 80% of the workplace problems are due to communication. So as a manager, every person needs to learn how to effectively communicate. People will be coming to, but it is said that a manager spends almost 65 to 70% of his time communicating. He may be having different sorts of communication. Maybe he is having meetings, maybe he is having addressing a grievance, maybe he is congratulating somebody for something which has been done. So there may be different occasions which is happening throughout his day. So in all these, he should be able to effectively manage his communication skills. And many of the people in his organization may also coming to him with many problems. So most of these conflicts are related to some sort of communication. Maybe it is some interpersonal problems, maybe it is some ego issue, sometimes it is like a lack of emotional control, maybe it is of increase in stress. All this communicated through communication only. So most of the problems in an organization or in any business is actually due to communication. So you need to effectively know how to communicate. Now, when you're speaking about communication, it says that effective communication leads to productive relationship. So, if you want to have a good relationship or rapport with others, you need to also have an effective communication skills. You need to be able to have good control over your communication skills. Now, when you move into the various ways in which communication is used in an organization, you can see that these are the different ways in which communication is used. So, or we can say that these are the various functions of communication where it helps to create a productive relationship. So, one is to get information. So, every person needs to, if he is in an organization, maybe he needs to collect information, maybe from his peers, maybe from his subordinates, maybe from his superiors. So, the way we communicate will elicit information. So, this is one method. Communication is required. Effective communication is required to get information from others. Otherwise, sometimes people may withhold information. They may not even give you the full information, or they may give you filtered information. Both these can create problems. So, it is essential to get information for you to do your job. So, you need to have good communication skills in order to get information from others. Next is to motivate. Motivating people is one of the most important jobs as far as a manager is concerned. So he may have different occasions in which he needs to actually encourage his people to give their best. Maybe it is to for a non-starter to give a presentation. Maybe it is to increase their productivity. Maybe it is to achieve their targets. So there may be different occasions which are happening in an organization which requires the communication skills. So a good manager needs to motivate his employees to be more productive. Next is praise. This is actually very important because one of the ways you can get people to work for you, give their best for you, is to praise them. Whenever good things happen in an organization, it is essential to appreciate them. It is essential for the manager to acknowledge them not only in front of him but also in front of others. So, praise is actually one of the best methods an organization's employees can be motivated to give their very best. Next is control. This is another important function as far as effective communication is concerned because there are times in every organization where the employee needs control. Sometimes we may not even meet the required targets which is given by the organization, or we may actually lack discipline or or we may have some issues. So control is one mechanism by which the manager tries to see that everyone falls in line. If people are not having enough discipline or if they are not following the orders, they need to be controlled, they need to be told so that they are also falling in line. So that is another important measure as far as effective communication is concerned. Next is decision making. So this is a very important job as far as a manager is concerned. So whenever a decision needs to be made, maybe there are different options. There may be an A option, B option, C option. So he needs to collect information regarding all these different options so that he can make the right decision. So he needs to collect information, that is communication, so that he has all the data which is required so that he can make the right decisions. Because in every organization, right decisions lead to profit and productivity of the organization. It may lead to make or break of an organization. So to reach that decision, it is necessary and essential to have all the facts and figures in front of him. Next is conflict management. In every organization, this is another very important aspect. Managing conflicts. Whenever two or more people gather together, there are chances of conflict because of XYZ reasons. Maybe it is because they do not understand each other, maybe because they do not communicate well with each other, maybe they have ego issues, maybe they have difference in opinion about how different things need to be done. All this leads to conflict. So whenever conflicts are arising in an organization, which is on a regular basis, it is essential for the manager to manage those conflicts. because it is necessary to manage conflicts right from the stage where it is very small. If the conflicts are not managed right in the beginning, it may actually explode as a bigger problem, which may affect the entire organization. So, conflict management is essentially one of the most important skills a manager should be having, and for this, communication skills is most important to collect the information regarding the different sides, parties, what their opinions are, and to take the right decision to manage the conflict. Communication skills is required. And the last is impression management. This is actually one of the things which is catching up right now, because every manager, every person needs to manage not only his own image, he has to manage the image of his department and also the image of the organization. Because every person working in an organization is an ambassador of the organization. So he needs to impress people regarding the organization or himself, so that he can project a positive image and create goodwill. So impression management, creating a positive image about himself, his department, and the organization is also one of the most important skills a manager should be having. So we can say that all these can lead to productive relationships, and productive relationships will lead to increased productivity, and increased productivity will lead to profitability of the organization. Now, when you speak about effective communication, the quickest way to alienate ourselves from others is by communicating unsuccessfully. There are times we people who are capable of doing great things, but they may not be good communicators. So that is actually a problem. When you're working in an organization, you are expected to work as a team. So in team, how things happen is by people communicating with each other. And for that, you need to have good communication skills. If you do not have these skills, you will not be able to be an effective part of a team. You may have good ideas, but this has to be told, this has to be shared among others. Then only you will be able to be a good communicator or be a good team player. So for this, communication skills is most important. And effective communication empowers you to influence others. So if you have good communication skills, you will feel that you have the power to empower others. You feel empowered. You feel that you can communicate with others and convince them to follow what you are saying. So this gives you a sort of increased power in yourself, or you feel good about yourself, and this confidence will give you the power to communicate better with others and make them understand your point of view. So that is another important factor as far as good communication skills are considered. Your capacity to communicate is often seen as an indicator of your ability and intelligence. So as I said earlier, there may be people who are having good knowledge. There may be people in an organization who is having wonderful skills. But how will others know about it? There is only one way. You need to speak about your skills, your knowledge. You need to speak out. So, in many times, what happens is those people who are able to project your knowledge, project your skills, get better exposure than those people who may have increased knowledge and better skills who are keeping quiet. So, this is actually a very, very important factor as far as communication skills is considered, the capacity to communicate. If you are able to communicate more, say more about your skills, say more about share more of your knowledge, then you will be appreciated more by others. If you keep silent, what will happen is others will not know about it. So if they do not know about it, how will they use your knowledge? How will they come to you when they have an issue? So it is essential to share your knowledge, and the capacity to communicate will definitely be an indicator of your ability of an intelligence, because it will tell others about what you know. See, it is said that the words we use communicates only 7% of communication, and 38% is the tone we use. The words which we thought is the most powerful way of communication is only 7% of our communication. Almost 38% is the tone. The change in tone actually is what makes people listen to us. So you can say keep quiet and then keep quiet. So when there is a difference in tone, people will listen more. So definitely the tone you use is very, very important. But the most interesting and the astonishing fact is that body language actually uses 55% of the communication is through body language. So this is actually the most important factor, the body language, the different ways in which we use our body. We'll be coming to that later. So that is what communicates more. 55% of our communication is through body language. So we have to effectively control our body language. Is it possible? To a very large extent, when we understand how important this is, then you'll be able to do it. Otherwise, it is very difficult to control the body language. So when you speak about communication, we have different ways of verbal communication. The first is listening. Listening is one of the most important skills as far as any communicator is concerned. It is said that the Lord has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth. We are expected to listen more and say less. Normally, it happens the other way around. The listening skills is something which is very essential for every manager so that he can understand what is really happening in an organization. This is a skill which needs to be built over a period of time because there are no courses that are offered which speaks about the listening skills. So you need to learn listening skills. You need to learn patiently listen to others. The next is speaking. We have been speaking from the time we came. But to speak effectively and to get things done is definitely a skill. So speaking skills is another very important skill, verbal communication skill as far as any person is concerned. Next is reading. The reading is another verbal communication skill wherein you should be able to get more information by reading. And the last is writing. Writing is another essential skill which is essential in an organization because there is a lot of correspondence which is happening in an organization which requires writing. And many of the things that needs to be documented also need to be written in the best possible manner so that it can be used for future reference. So writing skills is also another important skill as far as organization is concerned. So these are just some of the verbal communication skills that we should be developing over a period of time. We need to have the listening skills, the reading skills, the speaking skills, and the writing skills. So this is all about the basics of communication. Thank you so much.